Good morning, everyone. Happy Labor Day here in the States. I hope you're all doing well. Sorry, I just covered up my light a little bit. I hope that is not as glary. It's still some shadows. It's very dark here. It's about a little after 5:30 in the morning on Monday morning. So I guess you're not having too good a Monday yet if you're here in the States, because it's pretty early for most people. Middle of the night for some on the West Coast, right? Anyway. I have a little bit of a project share. I was working on something yesterday and I almost finished it last night, and I just came up and finished it this morning. So I made this little baker's box. Well, I didn't make the box, I decorated it. The baker's boxes, as you know, I sell Stampin' Up now. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. So you can buy these starting September 5th. You can buy these baker's boxes, which are food safe. You get 8 in a kit. You can also, right now, still available, you can buy the little pizza boxes, which look like this, not made up. They don't have the window in like the baker's boxes do. They come in a pack of 8 also, mini pizza box. Those do not say food safe. The baker's boxes do say that. So anyway, I believe the pizza boxes were meant for what I used it for now. This was mainly for, the baker's boxes are mainly for treats. That's why they say food safe. So I used the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper that will be available to customers September 5th, which is only, what, 2 days after today, right? So it's almost here, guys. The holiday catalog for you is almost here. Anyway, I used bits and pieces of this also in my Halloween book project. And I wanted to make this little extra thing. So here's what I did. I just took Granny Apple Green cardstock and put it along the sides. This stripe is off one of the papers, and I just went around and did the stripe. On the front here I did a cobweb. I stamped out Happy Halloween, and I also die cut this ghost and the cobweb, and I'll tell you about them in a minute. This green polka dot is the back of the paper that had the stripe on it. It also had the cauldrons on it that look like this. See, here's one of the stripes. So there's a matching die set that actually cuts out the cauldron, the frog, the cat, one of the witches, only one of them, on a different sheet of paper, and the witch's hat, one of them, which is on a sheet of paper that looks like this. Actually, it cuts out, the die cuts out all of these hats, but the witch, it's only this little girl, because all their hats go different ways and things, and then of course the kitty and the frog. So I die cut those out from the paper. And then when you open it, I didn't put anything on this flap. I was going to, and then I just didn't. Oh, and you can kind of see the backs of the papers. The witch has little, it's orange with black cats, and the cauldron is the green with white polka dot. So I decided to make a little card set, and then if they want, the recipient can use the, and I also didn't put anything on these flaps. I didn't want to put too much if they decide to use it for food or cookies or something. So anyway, that's the box, and that's my first time ever decorating a baker's box. I found that this is 2 inches by I think it was 4, hang on, 4 inches, yes, 2 inches tall by 4 inches, and that left you a little margin all the way around. So that's what I did. This one might have been a little shorter. Nope, it's 4 by 2. Oh, and then here I just used a 1-inch circle punch that I had and did the sort of half thing to make it still have this opening here. And I did the same thing on the inside one. That's the one that might be a little shorter. Hang on. Now that's 4, but it's a little bit less than 2. I think I cut it to 2 and then I just cut a sliver off of it to make it fit on there properly. Okay, before I get into the cards I made, here is the stamp set that I used. I did use the Trick or Treat, the Happy Halloween. I did not use the Bubble Bubble Toil and Trouble. I used this little star. No, I didn't. I used that out of the die cuts. I get ahead of myself. So I only used those 2 words this time. I didn't do the stamping. I also used on some of them this Labels to Love. I used this Trick or Treat, Have a Haunting Halloween, Something Wicked This Way Comes 31. And I had that before I became a Stampin' Up demonstrator. It's still available in the annual catalog or online, and it goes with this Everyday Label Punch, which is 144668. Still available also. And this is a nice set because it's got Made with Love, Merry Christmas, and Best Wishes for a Happy New Year. Of course, the Have a Haunting Halloween, just a blank label. It's got Love, Ho Ho Ho, Give Thanks, Happy Christmas to you and yours, and Celebrate a Wonderful Year, and then To, From, and For You. So it's got a lot of different uses throughout the year. Okay, so I used them, and then I did use the Cauldron Framelits, which will be available September 5th. That goes with the stamp set, and it comes in a bundle, so you can get 10% off. I don't have the prices right now in front of me, but if you're interested, the item number on this is 147914. That'll be on the website September 5th, and the stamp set is 147710. So the one thing I did find, guys, is since there's only one of the witches, let me show you the witch paper. This is the witch paper, and this is the one that the die cut cuts out. See, all the other ones, like this one's hand isn't going out, and her hat is different, and this one's hat goes the opposite way. So it's basically the die cut only cuts this one. So it's good that they put a stamp to go with, because I don't like ruining the paper. And as you can see up here, and I did do that for this one, but like down here, her boots are cut off. I actually had to use the boots from up here on one to put back on her. But you know, there's only a couple of her on the sheet, and then it kind of ruins your overall sheet, right? So it's better if you just color her yourself. And you see it's got little stars and moon on here, which it doesn't on the, or maybe it does, but they're just the same color. Yeah, I think they're, yeah, it's a little different. It's a little bit different. So anyway, yeah, it's good to get the stamp set to go with. Now the die cuts also cut out the witches hats, and it does cut all the witches hats out. I did 2 of them, and you'll see them in a minute. And it does cut all the cauldrons, kitty, and frogs out. So yeah, cuts these big cauldrons with the green slimy goo coming out. The witch's brew. So, and there's other sheets of paper in there too, which I think I've shown before. So it's good to get this, and plus you've got Trick or Treat, Happy Halloween sentiments, and Bubble Bubble, Toil and Trouble, and this little cute ghost, and a kitty cat. Love my kitty cat. So anyway, here's the dies. Maybe I opened it the wrong way. Oops. And what I did on one of 2 of the cards, maybe, or one, it has these little stars in here. I punched them out. I didn't keep the stars for confetti this time, but I used this as a stencil, and I colored in the stars, and you'll see that in a minute on a card. So here's the spider web, here's the witch's hat, here's the little witch, the frog, a broomstick, This is the kitty, and this is the cauldron. So yeah, really cute framelit set. Really cute for Halloween. So here's the oh, and I used Gorgeous Grape and Granny Apple Green cardstock. I used Whisper White as well. I made my own envelopes to go with. I don't have Stampin' Up's envelope punch board because I already have this 1, 2, 3 punch board here. And I better remember to put my thing back in here. Oops. There we go. So this, yeah, and Mary Beth, if you watch this, MB Gray Designs, she has a 1, 2, 3 punch board, and it's like this color with the teal. And everybody says, you have a gray one? I'm like, yeah, I want the pretty one. But I do love this because it makes envelopes, bows, boxes, you know, all the things really the envelope punch board does. It has this little extender, just like she was showing, so that if you do a larger envelope, larger piece of paper, it goes down, and I do like that about it as well. And it's got the measurement sizes over here on this flap for envelopes, bows, and the boxes. So I don't think I've made a box with it yet. I have made bows, and I have made, obviously, envelopes. So I made 3x3 cards, and then the envelopes to go with. So let me just show you each one. This is stamped out with Memento Black. This is one of the papers. It has ghosts on it. And let me see if I can find that for you. Oh, excuse me. Here's the paper. Isn't this pretty? I really like this paper. It's got a little bit of purple, Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather, and maybe a little green in there too, or gray. And then this is the back, really pretty purple. I love the Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather colors. Those out of the purples are my favorites. So I just put the ghosts down. I had an extra little strip of the purple. I have a little bit on the next one too. And then on the inside, I distressed the edges of the Whisper White. I punched out a 1-inch circle. I had another little strip of Gorgeous Grape, and then I distressed the little ghost that I punched out, and I drew on his eyes and mouth with the Stampin' Right Gorgeous Grape, which I forgot I had till towards the end. This was not, the distressing was actually the Wilted Violet from Distress Oxides, so I apologize, that was not Stampin' Up. But it did kind of bleed a little bit into the paper, which I guess it's supposed to do. I wasn't crazy about that on the ghost though. But anyway, there you go. And then on the envelopes, I just put red line tape, which is also not a Stampin' Up product. I had gotten it at Tuesday Morning. It's the 1/4 inch one. You can get them at Dollar Tree now, anywhere. You know, I do like the red line tape. And that way, whoever I send this to can just take them off when they use the cards. And to put the envelope together, though, I did use my Stampin' Up Snail Adhesive. It's permanent adhesive, and you can get refills for it, which I like. And it did work just beautifully to do the bottoms of the envelopes. So that's what I used. Okay, so that's the first one. I made 2 of those. They're basically the same. This strip is a little smaller, and there I used the last strip I had of the ghosts, and same little ghost there. So the next one is in Granny Apple Green. This is the back of the paper that has the cauldrons and the stripes and things on it. And I don't know if you recognize this, but this is out of the July paper pumpkin, the picnic one. Yeah, Granny Apple Green tissue type paper. So I glued a piece of that down. I put a piece of the green with white polka dots. These are 1 3/4 inch punch, which are not Stampin' Up. but I did use it on Stampin' Up paper, Whisper White, and I stamped it out in, I don't have Granny Apple Green, so I used, I think it was Lemon Lime Twist, which I'm not finding right here. I don't know what I do with it, but it's Lemon Lime. There it is. It fell backwards. I need a better system. Yeah, Lemon Lime Twist is what I used, and it looks pretty close, I think. So that's what I used, and on the inside of that one, this is where I used that stencil of the stars, and I used my Stampin' Right in the Granny Apple Green. So I don't have the ink, but I do have the marker. And I just went around the edges of the Whisper White in Granny Apple Green as well. Here's another ghost one. This time I used a wider stripe, and I did the same thing with the scallops using the Gorgeous Grape. And then this, I don't have Gorgeous Grape ink either, so I used Highland Heather, and that brought out the lighter color while the scallop is in the darker grape color. And on the inside there's another ghost. Now see, that one I just went around the edges of with the Gorgeous Grape marker, and I like that better as for the ghost. So that's that. I think they came out cute. Let me know what you think. And they're just little Halloween note cards that can go out with gifties or treats or whatever. And then the last two are in the Granny Apple Green again, using that picnic tissue. I used a pearlized white doily underneath. I die cut out one of the witch's hats, and then on the inside of this one I again used the star stencil and just did 3 in each corner instead this time. And then I stamped out in pumpkin spice, I think that's what it's called, pumpkin pie, excuse me, the Happy Halloween that was from the Toil and Trouble stamp set. And they're all falling over here. And then the last one, I just used a different hat, same way of doing it. This one I bumped up on dimensionals. This was the second one I did. This one I had not, and I kind of wish I had. Okay, and I do mess things up, guys. So I had the white, and I stamped out Happy Halloween and Highland Heather. It's stamped crooked, so I got out my new fancy label punch. I don't have this one marked up yet, but this is available in the annual catalog or online. I like punches. Did I ever mention I like punches? Put it on straight, and then just went around the edges of that in Gorgeous Grape. So yeah, that is the inside of that one. So they're all similar but a little bit different. And that is my little set of cards that I'm going to be gifting to someone in particular. And I hope that she likes them. First time I ever decorated a little box like that too. And I think she's so cute here. I should have had a sentiment by her hand or her broomstick or something. But I just think that turned out cute. And she's a cutesy little witch. And the cauldron and the kitty cat and the frog. And I do like the spider web. I really like how that looks. That's a die cut. The ghost is a die cut. And then of course the Happy Halloween in pumpkin pie. So there you have it. There's my little project share, mostly Stampin' Up. So the catalog is coming out September 5th. For those of you with August order that ordered in July, you should have yours already. I know one of you said you did get it, and so I hope you enjoy the catalog and consider buying something from me. And those of you that bought from me in August, I have not forgotten the drawing. Just been a hectic week for me. I will be doing that sometime today, and the drawing is for the Santa Sleigh stamp set and framelits. Now I've been thinking about that a little bit, and you know, I decided that not everybody that bought from me might want to make it public that they bought from me. So I'm going to just use initials, first and last initials, when I do the drawing. And I'm going to do it on the random name, the wheel that has the random name selector, because there's not that many. There's like 8 or 9 or something, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to do that later today. I have to get my computer up here and get it set up to be able to do that for you. That will be the next video after this one. For that drawing, because I didn't get the catalogs out Saturday. I'm so sorry, guys. I just, this week all the way through Friday was just really busy with my mom stuff. Anyway, so Saturday it was like, no, chill. So I'm going to get the catalogs out, and then whoever is the winner, the stamp set will go in with your catalog. And yeah, so that's where I'm at, and they all go out tomorrow, which is Tuesday the 4th, and you should have them by like the 7th, I guess it would be. So not on the 5th, but you can look online on the 5th, and then the catalog will arrive, you know, like 2 days after that. Okay. So I do apologize for getting them out later, but just right after August 31st, things were just a little crazy for me. So yeah, they'll be coming out. And then just a reminder too, if you're not already signed up for the paper pumpkin, do it before September 10th so that you can get in on the spooktacular. It's not going to be scary. I mean, they don't do scary stuff. So anyway, subscribe by September 10th and you'll be able to get your paper pumpkin kit. That's coming in a different box this time. It's going to come in a black box this time. And it's called Double Double Toil and Trouble. And that is one of the sayings in the Cauldron Bubble stamp set. The Bubble Toil and Trouble. So we shall see what this box brings. It just says we've stirred up a spooky cute kit just for you. Subscribe by September 10th. So be sure to do that. And I think that's all I have for you right now. Oh, no, one more thing. I believe I've shown this paper before, but if you host a party or book party or an online party in September and you get sales of $250 or more, Stampin' Up! Will automatically add this dashing along paper for you. Now let me see if I can show that to you. One sec. Dropping things. Nothing unusual there. So this is what you would automatically get from them added to your order if you host or have a party or an order of $250 or more. You get this beautiful paper collection. You get 4 of each sheet, and this is the front of the first one, and here's the back. It's got white with green words on it, and I don't know, I think this might be garden green. I'll see if I can tell you at the end. And let me move something out of the way here. Okay, this is the next one. Really pretty. Love this one. It's like a red floral. And then a stripe on the back with green and red. Really pretty. I like that one a lot. And you get 4 sheets again of that. And then the last one, this is just not want to stay. There we go. Is this. It has the flowers with the holly berries, like a poinsettia flower, I guess. It's beautiful, all over print. And then this is gorgeous too. It's red with the flourishes on it. So it can be used for so many different things at the holiday time. And let me see the colors for you. Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, yes, and Whisper White. So it doesn't have like 50 bazillion colors. It's really 3. Cherry Cobbler, which I like, Garden Green, which I like, and Whisper White. So that's a hostess gift item for either hosting a party, which can be an online or book party, whichever you want to do, or placing an order of $250 or more. So you still, if you go over $150, you still get Stampin' Rewards, still get your 10% Stampin' Rewards for any order over $150 when you either place an order that large or host a party and have that much. Okay, so I think that's where I left off. And then the one last thing I wanted to tell you about is bonus days, how you redeem your coupons. When you're in your shopping bags through my website, you're going in, you place your order, there will be a, you put your order in or whatever, then, you know, whatever items you want, then there should be a box that says manage coupon codes. It might be down at the bottom. It was on where I put an order in. So you click on that and this little box will pop up and it says copy and paste multiple codes from your email or enter one per line. So if you're entering it manually, you type it in, including the hyphen, hit return, and it goes to the next line. If you have multiples of them, just copy it from your email is the easiest thing to make sure everything is done correctly, and then just paste it into the box, and that works as well. I tried it both ways, and then hit apply, and what will happen is you will come down when you see your bottom summary of how much it is. It'll say merchandise subtotal, then it'll have bonus day discount coming off, and then mine actually had a subtotal after that, and then shipping, handling, and tax, and so forth, and then a new total. So that's how it works, and then you click checkout. So if there's anything extra due, like the shipping or whatever, for whatever items, you'll have to pay that, but your coupons will apply to your merchandise total. So I hope that's helpful, and I know, well, anyway, yeah, that's how you do it. So if you have any problems with it or anything, let me know, and I'll be happy to try and help you. Okay, so that's it, guys. We have bonus days redemption period started September 1st. So you can redeem them anytime in the month of September 9/1 through 9/30, 2018. Or you lose them, and if you don't think you're going to use your coupons, give them to somebody else who will. They're not name specific, so just letting you know. But please have them do it under me if you can, as a hostess, as a demonstrator. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's it. Again, the holiday catalog will be out on the 5th, available to customers on the 5th. For those of you who are demonstrators under me, the pre-order period ends on the 4th, which is tomorrow. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.